Rise and shine, Pembina Valley. Guys, it's Monday. You are here with Maria again. So hopefully you are enjoying these Monday mornings as much as I am, because literally I look forward to this every time and I just have so much fun. And I get like super excited. Like I sit here and I'm drinking coffee going, I should not be drinking coffee because I think I just talk faster and just make way more hand motions. So we'll see. This is a great Monday morning. It's so exciting for me. Guys, how was your weekend? I hope you had a fantastic weekend. I know I did, and I enjoyed the sun being out, even though it was cold. I enjoyed the sun being out, which was really wonderful. So why don't we talk a little bit about the weather, what it's going to look like for the next little bit here, shall we? Okay, so we have here today, right now, we haven't had a whole lot of these temperatures, guys. We really haven't. And I still feel the need to say, wow, it's cold. That's it. That's it. Feels like minus 25. It is minus 21. At the moment, we are going to be going to minus 18. And then tonight, we're looking at a low of minus 27. Check this. Feels like minus 40. Okay. So we have not had that. We are so lucky in Manitoba this year to have had such a wonderful, wonderful weather throughout these last few months. So I do know this is normal, and I do know that it's almost spring, but still, minus 40, guys. Ouch, feels like, okay? I'm a terrible weather girl. I'm like, it's minus 27, but it feels like minus 40. So that's what I'm going with. And of course, tomorrow we're looking at minus 20, and it looks like that's just going to be the norm for the next little while. So I hope you guys are keeping warm, making sure that you are dressed for it, making sure that you're not going out in your sweaters and your flip-flops, except for if you're me. So then that's it. That's just it. Somebody said to me the other day, I saw you walking into work without a coat on. And I was like, well, yeah, it's just from the van to the store. So that's it. And they were like, no, it's like minus 25 out. I said, well, I'm kind of used to it. So really, it doesn't make that big of a difference. But there we go. So let's join. You guys have got a great show lined up for you today. I'm very excited for our show this morning, obviously. And I have some new people I've never met before. So I love that too. I love what this job enables me to do, is to be able to talk to these people. And for those of you who don't know me, I am a chatterbox. I love talking to people. So that's what I do with my Monday mornings here. So, all right, guys, let's join Harry. Let's have Harry join us this morning from Siemens Says for the Farm Report. How does that look for you? Good morning, Harry.
Good morning to you. Yes, my COVID haircut.
Yes, I know. I was rocking the same thing. So aren't you excited to get a haircut?
Oh,
so happy.
Somebody else was going to book another appointment, and she asked, well, when is it going to work? I said, there's one day, Thursday. It ain't going to work. I got a haircut going. I'm not spoiling that for nothing.
No, nothing. Absolutely nothing. I think everybody's feeling that way. It's like, it doesn't matter what's happening. It is not going to be the haircut day. So
that's right.
You betcha. It's good. Wonderful. How was your weekend? Great?
You know, it was, all things considered, it was okay. I mean, we have to get used to the weather. I mean,
I know.
Somebody said, oh, it's so cold, it's so cold. Yeah, but we're wimps. We
I know.
so quickly become wimps, you know, and especially a woman that comes out of the schnook country. I mean, like you, right?
Yep, 100%. Exactly.
I mean, it can be this one day and that another day, but no, it was great. Exactly. And you know what? We're excited about agriculture, farming, moving forward, things all kinds of things happening. And we've been talking about grain prices and I have to be really careful in the fact that some farmers say, well, don't say too much about when the prices get too high, because then they think we're making all kinds of money, right?
Right.
But interesting, always when the prices go up, the costs seem to go up as well.
Yes.
And when the prices come down, the costs don't come down. And that's always a challenge. And the farmer is a price taker. Yes, they can go in and set their price, but they're always at the last. I mean, if you know, we've talked about carbon tax and how that's going to tack on a whole pile of money as far as the farmer is concerned. And everybody else can raise their prices. The farmer can't raise their price. They are price takers. So,
Right.
but right now, I had a chance to visit with a Jonathan Drieger. He's with Left Field Marketing. Jonathan is a good friend from Grunthal, Manitoba. I think he lives in the country. He calls his address Hanover, which is the municipality. But he's a great fellow as far as markets and analysts and those kinds of things. And he told me, like, we pretty well doubled prices from a year ago.
Wow.
And it's right across the board.
Yeah.
You know, where canola was $8 and $9 a bushel, it's probably 14, you know, maybe closer to 15. Soybeans and wheat hasn't gone up as much as the other crops, but corn, like in the United States, corn and soybeans. Soybeans set the prices for the oil seeds.
Right.
Corn set the prices for the feed grains. And so they're king. They're king in the world. The Chicago Board of Trade, soybean price, corn prices basically rule the day when it comes to prices right across the world. Sure, there are some individual markets and niche markets, but for the most part, they set the tone. So right now, I asked him, what's going on? I said, how come? How come we're raising, the prices are going so high? Well, he says, very simple. The long and short of it is we had less crop than we thought we did across, you know, the United States. And the demand has been higher than what they figured. So now the demand is taking down the pile, the big pile lower, quicker than what they had anticipated. So little less crop, little more demand. Yeah. And with COVID and everything else, China, you know, all of a sudden people are wanting to fill up the bins.
Right.
Food
Exactly.
bins, you know.
Yes.
And the same thing for pork. You know, you take pork, you know, pork is kind of the king protein. I think 40% of all protein in the world is pork.
Wow.
Yeah, you bet. In China,
that's huge.
Yeah, China, 80% of their protein requirements is pigs.
Wow.
You know? Yes, and that's a huge thing. Yes. So right now, you know, with the whole aspect of COVID, you know, we had some processing plants that shut down temporarily because of people getting COVID within the plant and so forth. Right. So that whole issue of pork demand, you know, is also a thing. Right now, the pork prices at the end of 2020 were higher than what they had thought they could be at this time. So, you know, we have an incredible agricultural industry, whether it's the cattle guys, the pig guys, the corn guys, the wheat guys, the soybean, the canola, the whole bit. You know, it's probably the top processing production unit in the entire world. And I'm going to be celebrating 50 years in April of having been a journalist talking about agriculture. So if I haven't, and if I haven't learned a few things, I should quit, but I think I have.
I think you've learned a lot, and I think you've taught a lot. I think that you've brought knowledge and like, you know, just for the things to be seen, right? Things that aren't normally seen. I think you've brought that to the forefront for farmers and agriculture business all together. So that's wonderful. I love that. I love it. I can't wait to celebrate your 50th year as a journalist. Let's just 50th year. Maybe it is just the 50th year. We'll just wink on that one. Okay. Good. Yeah. Yes, I can't wait. Let's do something for that. I'm very excited about it.
Well, you know, this is the you know, I love this show because I can talk about these things that come to mind and point out some things that, as you said, you know, I've known for a long time, and sometimes you don't even talk about it. Yeah. But at the same time, when somebody asks you about it, up it pops. So we'll keep doing this, you know, and as often as you want, I'll help you inform your viewing audience, and we'll keep going, because you know what? If you're eating, you're involved in agriculture.
Correct. 100%. If you're eating, you're involved in agriculture. 100%. I love that. That's fantastic. Okay. You betcha. I know that is really good. How about cattle prices right now? Where are we sitting at cattle prices? How are they doing right now versus what they were doing 2 months ago when, you know, the weather was really great?
Yeah, I mean, right now, I mean, we've had just a short period of colder weather, but the cattle prices, like that's a little bit different. Where you know, where the cattle guys, the cow calf guys in Manitoba, they obviously calve once a year.
Right,
and so
exactly.
Either they raise them for the year and sell them as yearlings, or they keep and feed them out and put them into a feedlot or something. So right now the prices are pretty good. They're because of the warm weather, they can actually add a little profit to the bottom line because they don't use quite as much feed, and the cattle gain better. Like in cattle business, it's all about daily gain.
Absolutely.
How quickly can you get that animal to market, but not pushing it, not forcing it, but naturally. And that's the whole thing. But let me say one other thing about pork. A fellow told me yesterday or Friday. He says right now there's a divergence of what the pork producer gets and what the pork is sold for in the store. The price keeps going up in the store, but it doesn't reflect back to the farmer. And those are some things to think about when you're watching your prices and you're going in and say, oh, pork's up. You know what? It doesn't nearly always translate back to the producer.
Right. Absolutely. I can see that for sure as well. It doesn't nearly always translate back. So I get that. That makes sense. Well, Harry, thank you for coming on here today. I hope that you continue to feel better and better every day after your fall. I know it's just getting better and better. So that's good. Be careful when you get out there and go walking. Be careful. Make sure you're careful. Right on. You betcha. And we will see you again here, same time, same place next week. How about that?
You bet. Take care. I love it.
You betcha. Yeah. We'll see you later. All right, guys, I don't know if you're as excited as I am to get a haircut, but just like we talked about, me and Harry, that it's time. Everybody's getting their haircuts booked. And when I called my lady and I was like, when is the first time I can get in? We were chatting and my hairdresser's name is, I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you just in case you go see her. And then, I'll never get a second haircut appointment. I'm just kidding. Okay. She is fabulous. So I've had the same hairdresser for, I don't even know how many years, but anyway, but she's done all the different styles. So you've seen the pinks, you've seen the blues, you've seen all of it anyway. So this is like as professional as it gets. So the next time it's probably going to be pink, just so you know. Anyway, guys, this morning I would love to bring Troy on. Troy is the owner of O'Brien Built, and this is very exciting for me because we did have a chat one day and we ended up not going live. So that was a little bit of trickiness on my part there as well. But let's take a look and let's bring him on, shall we? Good morning, Troy.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm fabulous. How are you doing?
Wonderful. Thank you.
Good. Absolutely. It's nice to see you here. And I know that we're live today. So isn't that about
working this time, is it?
It is. It sounds like it anyway. Good stuff. Troy, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Troy O'Brien from Carmen, born and raised. I have a degree in physical education and education, but followed my passion into carpentry and now own and operate a business based out of Carmen as well.
Awesome. And that business is what? Tell me a little bit about O'Brien Builds.
We actually do a little bit of everything.
Okay.
I kind of started in the decks and fences with a friend of mine, Graham Lighting.
Okay.
Kind of moved away from that into more of a renovation thing so I could stay busy in the winter.
Okay.
Since then, we've expanded to 6 employees. So we build barrel saunas, as well as new houses and garages, decks and fences as well, and eaves, troughs, and renovations. So yeah, a little mixed bag of everything.
Yeah, you betcha. Absolutely. Now, we did talk about this a little bit previously, the barrel saunas. That has all my attention basically, because when it comes to renos, I am like, I have no idea what to do. I can trash stuff, no problem, but fixing it, that I leave up to you. That's like the expert. So tell me a little bit about the barrel saunas. Tell me a little bit about what those are.
Yeah, so the barrel saunas, we Graham and I had this idea back probably February of 2020, so about a year ago. Graham wanted to build one. We didn't obviously come up with the design. The design's,
Right.
I mean, you see barrel saunas all over the world. It's more of a Nordic, like in the European countries.
Okay.
Very popular there. So we decided to build one. I think we got it done in April or May. Put it on display in Carmen, and it was a hit. A lot of people were inquiring about it. So we started to build a few more in the fall. So far, we've sold 6 of them, and we have an order for another 3 coming up here this month. So yeah, basically all they are is they're built out of cedar planks. We build it out of 5-quarter decking, cedar. So it can stay outside 365 days a year.
Wow.
Custom sizes. We make every piece ourselves in the shop, so we ensure that each piece is custom and will fit perfectly.
Okay.
And then we come and set them up on site.
Wowzers. That is really cool. I love that. I love that idea of that. So the first time I heard about that, it was like, wow, you can do things like that. That's so neat. And I mean, like I said, I'm not a builder, so I don't know. But I have been watching you on Instagram.
Oh, you have?
I absolutely have been. And I am in love with your Insta stories. Like, seriously, that's like, I'm an Insta stories junkie. But even though I know nothing about renovations, I am loving watching your renovations. So why don't you tell us a little bit about that project? That's a fun project.
I've actually heard a lot about that the last couple of days. I'm not one to be on camera when it comes to my own business, but I have been told that I should be on there a little bit more. So I have tried to remember to get on there a bit more, and it's been incredible the amount of messages and Instagram comments that I've had for people that, just like yourself, that have nothing to do with renovations, don't really care about the renovation world, but as soon as I start the stories, everyone wants to follow, and they're interested every day to see what we're coming up with next. So yeah, the main one that I've been documenting is my own, actually. So I ended up buying my childhood home back that I grew up on, just south of Carmen. So cool. It's been vacant for a few years, and has all my dad's mill work and all the work that he did. He did renovations as well. And so I'm just trying to restore some of that. But anyways, yeah, it's been quite the experience so far of diving into my own. It's a little bit different when you have a customer's renovation. You're basing it off what they've already decided for, design and style. Yeah. But I have 2 other renovations on the go as well for customers. So it's a lot busier, and it's a lot harder than people think to renovate your own place. So I definitely feel the pain for anybody that's ever done it themselves.
I'll bet. See, I had this discussion with somebody yesterday about building my own home or renovating a home, and I was like, honey, there is like nothing. I'm like, I could YouTube anything and do it, I'm sure. It would not look good. And number 2, I'd have to hire somebody to do it again anyway. So I'm like, really? I'm totally okay with just having somebody else do it. But I'm watching, and I'm like, I can see how that would be more difficult to do your own renovations than someone else's, where you're like, hey, this is what I want. And now you have to decide all the things that you want to do.
Yeah. And I think the biggest thing for me is that with it being my house that I grew up on, I'm trying to save some of those features. But once you open up a wall, they always say in renovations, once you open up a wall, you never know what's behind there. And I mean, I'm finding, 3 layers of drywall and things that my dad renovated a long time ago. My dad passed away 10 years ago, so I can't actually ask him the questions either. Yeah. So I'm trying to figure out what he was thinking at the time that he did the renovation. My mom's been helping me, but it's been an experience, and definitely taken it farther than I thought I was going to have to. But if I'm going to do it, I should do it right the first time.
Just do it right the first time and get it done. Awesome.
I don't want to do it again.
That is so cool, Troy. But really, I really have been loving that. So I know that me and a bunch of my friends, we are Instagram junkies. So when it comes to stories, and it's such a huge connection, right? I mean, that is exactly what it is. And we get to see behind the scenes. So that is always so very much fun. So Troy, tell us where people can find you.
Well, Instagram to start, O'Brien Built on Instagram. We do have a website, o'brienbuilt.ca.
I did drop your link right here. Let's see. right there. I did drop your link in the comments, so in the video comments.
Yeah,
there
and
we go.
so same thing for the Instagram, just O'Brien Bilch. You'll be able to find us on there. There is an email in the description under the biography in the Instagram if you do want to contact us for any reason.
Wonderful.
And yeah, we'll try to keep up on the stories as much as we can. I hope to remember. I try to convince my guys to take pictures and videos when I'm not around.
Right.
Although if they don't, that means they're working and not on their phone. So it's
this is true. It is a catch-22, right? Yeah. Absolutely. So good. Well, Troy, it has been such a pleasure having you here to chat with this morning. I really enjoyed that. Absolutely. So I'll let you get back to all of your renovations today. And thanks so much. And guys, if you want to go find Troy over on Instagram, you will not be disappointed with the renovation stories. I promise you. So
thank you very much. Have a good day.
You betcha. See you later.
Bye.
Guys, that has been so wonderful. Like, I know that people are just, we're looking for connection nowadays. We're looking for the stories. We're looking for the connection. And that is exactly what that is when I've been watching Troy over there on Instagram. So make sure you head over there, as well as his website link is in the comments here. So you can take a look at that. After this quick commercial break, we will be back here and we will be joined by, let's take a look here, Gordie from Pilot Mound Hockey Academy. So we'll just take a quick commercial break and we will be right back. Candace over at Investor Smarts has been a real estate investor since 2001. She is passionate about helping people reach their financial dreams because she was a broker and she's currently a realtor. That gives her a lot of knowledge behind the industry. So if you're looking to invest, Candace is the person that you do want to invest with. So make sure you head on over to her website at investorsmarts.ca. Perfect. So let's welcome Gordie here with the Rec Report, shall we? Good morning, Gordie. How are you doing today?
Great, Maria, and you?
Good, very good. Nice to meet you here.
Nice to meet you.
Definitely. Gordie, tell me a little bit about yourself.
I'm the goalie coach and the marketing director for Pilot Mound Academy.
Okay.
And Hockey Academy. And I'm an ex-Winnipeg Jet guy from about 1 million years ago.
Wow.
Sort of the Fred Flintstone era, but that's okay. And I've been in hockey all my life and been around kids and students and hockey programs. And this is one that I fell in love with a couple of years ago. I live in Winnipeg. I'm from Winnipeg.
Okay.
Didn't know anything about Pilot Mound until 3 years ago.
Yes.
And I'm heavily involved now.
Okay. And you're heavily involved now. Absolutely. You are running the Pilot Mound Hockey Academy. Is that correct?
Well, I'm not running it myself.
Okay.
No. We've got better people running it than me.
Excellent. Okay. So tell me a bit about the academy, though.
Well, yeah, I'm the marketing guy. So
yes,
I'm supposed to get in the elevator and give you 30 seconds, and you're supposed to be convinced it's a good show, right?
Absolutely. Let's see.
Here you go. Here's my 30 seconds. We've got a great program for school and for hockey. It's a very focused program. Kids are out in Pilot Mound, so there's not a lot of distraction.
Okay. Yes.
They get up in the morning. There's a fitness thing. They go to school. They come back off the school. They go on the ice. There's some more fitness stuff. They have homework time. They get a bit of free time about 8 o'clock in the evening, and then it's shut down at 10 o'clock. So their day is pretty full in terms of school and hockey.
It sure is. Absolutely. Sounds like definitely is pretty full there. So what is one of the perks about, attending Pilot Mound Hockey Academy?
Well, the biggest thing is you're going to get maximum attention to whatever it is you need attention on. So
that's true.
From the education standpoint, there's 100 kids in the high school. We have 40 of them. So we created 2 extra rooms for the high school to flourish. Okay. And so that's a real bonus for the school. And subsequently, the kids get tremendous personal attention. There's a huge amount of flexibility in the program. So if you've got a good student or a great student athlete, then going into the Pilot Mound is just going to be a nice transition. They'll move along very quickly. But our success really has been for students that have struggled a little bit, maybe at home, in their home city or home state or home province.
Yeah.
And we are able to take them and put them in the school, and they get such tremendous personal attention that they flourish. They really do. And then the hockey, of course, we're on the ice 6-7 days a week. There's a lot of hockey, and they all come out of there better. They come out there way better if they want to be themselves, but that's up to them.
That's right. Absolutely. I can see that. That sounds like an absolute bonus with that. Perfect. I mean, and they're living, breathing the hockey, and that is how you're going to get better. That's how you're going to improve your skills and the things that you want to improve on. Absolutely.
Well, we like, certainly the skill development is part of it.
Yeah.
But we also like the community, human being development that goes on there.
Yeah.
There's a lot more discipline in a very small place where there's 600-700 people.
Right.
We've got our thumb on the kids, whether they like it or not, I guess. And so there's a tremendous amount of discipline that goes on. We move them into community. They volunteer. I mean, that the building itself at Pilot Mound doesn't have any maintenance staff, or has very minimal maintenance staff. So the players actually perform some of the maintenance duties in the building. Certainly in the dormitories. Yeah. They go out and shovel snow for senior citizens. They do all sorts of extra stuff that they probably wouldn't do if they were at home.
Right, exactly. Oh, that is very interesting. I like that. That's a nifty idea there. So Gordie, where can people find out more about the Pilot Mound Hockey Academy?
Well, certainly pilotmoundhockeyacademy.com is where they would like to go to. Okay. And we've got lots of information there. I mean, and then of course there's a lot of contact information. We'll make sure that everybody gets what they need, including a group of Russian people that we just spoke to a month ago. So we had a Russian agency, a player agency, talk to us. So made a presentation to 300 kids from overseas. Online at the moment, so it's kind of really neat to have a translator and all that kind of neat stuff. So yeah, it's a pretty neat program, and you can get us there.
Yes, absolutely. So I popped up the website just down here in the comments there as well. They're in the video feed comments, pilotmoundhockeyacademy.com, and they can check it out there. Well, thank you so much for joining me this morning. I so appreciate it. Was there anything else you'd love to share about the Academy or about the Jets? I mean, this year, what do you think about the Jets this year so far?
Well, for the Hockey Academy side of things, we're just waiting to get back to playing because everybody's anxious. Our kids are spread out all over North America, literally. And so we're waiting to get back to that. But as far as the Jets are concerned, I think they've got a decent team, and we look forward to getting the new player coming in. And he's going to make a big difference to our forward group. And I think they're going to do just fine and get in the playoffs.
Right. I absolutely 100% am there with you. They're going to make it to the playoffs this year. It's going to be great. We're going to have a great time then. For sure. All right, Gordie, thanks so much for joining me here today. And I cannot wait to chat with you again. Hopefully we can get you guys on the ice really soon here.
Appreciate that, Maria. Thanks.
You betcha. See you later. It is always so much fun to chat with people who are, here, and we are doing our very best to, make everything work behind the scenes, even during the COVID restrictions. So here we are doing our things. That's just what it is, right? So make sure you check the comments box, guys, for all of the website links this morning so far. And we will take a quick commercial break. And when I come back, we're going to be chatting with Mayor Al Friesen of the Town of Altona.
Why go solar? It's not just for the environment, although that is a great reason. Did you know that when you install your new solar plant, you are only paying 7 cents per kilowatt? That's right, 7 cents. Solar is now cheaper than buying electricity, 25% cheaper than buying it from Manitoba Hydro. Going solar is different from any other investment you will make in your life, as you will retain the value on your roof. Solar does not depreciate like other investments do, and unlike a GIC, your investment will start paying you from day one. And when you choose to sell your home, well, you will get the cost of the solar back, as this investment rarely depreciates. When choosing solar, look for high-end products like microinverters with 10 to 25-year warranties. Make sure your installation is done by a professional. We are Evolve Green, and we are celebrating 12 years in the industry and can help you put your roof to work for you. Ask also about your options like battery backup for when the grid fails, and how about solar heaters to get rid of snow buildup? Are you a farm or a business? Did you know that your solar is a 100% tax write-off? Yes, that's right. You can write off all the cost for the solar in the year you purchased it. This is a perfect investment for any business. In Manitoba, the portion a resident customer sells to hydro is also a tax write-off in the first year. Farms pay no PST on solar systems. We build, design, and supply the best in solar power for both on and off the grid. For experts you can trust, call or email Evolve Green today. 1-866-5-EVOLVE or support@evolvegreen.ca.
Good morning, Al. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing fine. Maria, how was your weekend?
It was actually really wonderful. I really enjoyed the sunshine. Even though it was cold, I did very much enjoy the sunshine. So always makes it feel better, doesn't it? You betcha.
Now, Maria, I know that I'd like to draw attention to some of the things that are happening in Altona. Before we go that far, you just had Gordie on from the Pilot Mound Hockey Academy.
Yep.
And he made reference to having played the Winnipeg Jets, or Fred Flintstone or something like that.
Yeah.
Now, that was the 1973 Jets, and Bobby Hull was part of that. So, Gord, if you're still waiting, I watched that Winnipeg Jets team, and there were some exciting moments, and obviously you were part of history. But, Maria, I'd like to draw attention to another goaltender, not from the Winnipeg Jets, although he did try out for the Winnipeg Jets. His name is Cole Kicker. He's a product of the Altona minor hockey system, grew up here, and he just signed a contract with the Manitoba Moose. So we're excited, and we're looking forward to hopefully him doing well playing for the Manitoba Moose. And another sporting kind of comment. Over the weekend, we found out that Team Zachariah from Altona, they're the reigning world junior women's curling champion, and they were picked as getting one of the wild card slots for the National Scotties Tournament of Hearts. So they'll be off to Calgary at the end of February. We are excited about that.
That is very exciting, for sure. That is awesome. I love to hear that. That's great. Scottish Tournament of Hearts, I have loved every single time. I've loved every year so far. So, and my brother one time got to meet a bunch of the women that were on the Scottish Tournament of Hearts. He got to meet a bunch of them. He was their waiter, and he was so excited. He was sending me pictures all day long. So I remember this very clearly a couple of years back. So that is very fun. It has a special little spot in my mind.
Good to hear.
So you betcha. Al, you guys are doing some fun stuff over there in Altona. Let me know what's going on.
Well, we were hoping that you can deliver some snow for us for next week. It's our annual winter carnival. I checked in with our recreation team, and they've gone to a lot of work. Of course, this is COVID time, so it's a little bit different. But I'm told there's going to be a scavenger hunt, a snow sculpture building contest, a cardboard toboggan contest, an outdoor rink photo contest, and a Lego building contest. So people can enter very simply just by submitting photos to our recreation team. And there's also going to be a snow volcano experiment. You can pick up some how-to things. And I think that's going to be a lot of fun. And you can find out all about that from the online at altona.ca or Town of Altona Recreation Department Facebook page. So again, if you can, there's some light snow this morning, Maria. So if we can get another 5 inches on top of that, I think it's going to be great. And we're looking forward to that. Also want to thank, also want to thank Eric Brown. Eric Brown, who has volunteered his time to groom some cross-country ski trails in our Centennial Park. So I assume that Eric is an enthusiast for cross-country skiing. And again, if we get a little more snow, those trails will be much better. But that's where we're at so far.
Awesome. That actually is really wonderful. So my son also loves cross-country skiing. So that is very cool. That's great to know. Thank you for that. So, and that was Eric Brown that did that. That's awesome.
Yep.
That is great. Well,
now the other thing is you're always on top of stuff. Next week is National Poutine Week. And I know our Altona Hotel Restaurant is participating in National Poutine Week, so we're looking forward to some gastronomic enjoyment. How does that sound?
Absolutely. That sounds beautiful, actually. So I think poutine is definitely our thing in this southern Manitoba area. We love our poutine, don't we? So it is fantastic. You betcha. And so that is, sorry, yeah, that was the Altona Diner. Which one was that? Just
at the hotel.
At the hotel. Perfect. So they're doing
Altona
obviously curbside pickup, like takeout.
Yes, they are. Yeah, they have a take option. We've been eating there as well, as most of us have been trying to support local restaurants with a variety of takeout options in the community. And I know they're toughing it out, doing the best. There was, what would we call that, baby steps in terms of some restrictions that were softened a bit over the weekend. And I know that they do the best they can. So this is an opportunity for us to enjoy the Altona Hotel and some of the
absolutely. That is wonderful. National Poutine Week next week. That is very awesome. I'm excited to see what they come up with for participating in that. That'll be awesome. Great, Al. Thanks so much for joining me here today. I always appreciate it. Go ahead.
So Maria, can I show you one more thing?
Yes. Sorry, there's just a little bit of a lag here.
This is my Town of Altona hoodie.
Okay.
It's got a map of Altona on it. And it was a fundraiser for the Kitties Sunshine Center. They sold 136 hoodies and shirts in Altona. They're in the midst of doing a complete reno to their place. And they've raised over $280,000 already in our community. They've done basement renovations. They've replaced the kitchen. So want to give a big shout out to the board of directors and those who are working real hard for the Kitties Sunshine Center. And we wish them well and looking forward to the progress that they're making.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for sharing that. That's exciting. It's a nice hoodie. So that is wonderful. So the 136 Perfect. Wonderful. All right. Thanks, Al. Thanks for joining us. We'll hopefully chat with you soon.
You bet. Thanks, Maria. Have fun.
All right. You too. See you later. All right, guys, this has been a fun Monday morning. Let me leave you with one more thing. I was just talking to Al there from the Town of Altona, and National Poutine Week is next week. And that's exciting because if the hotel is serving up poutine for the week, that's going to be really awesome. But guys, what week is it here in Explore Morden Winkler? Does anybody know? It's Pizza Week. It's not National Pizza Week. It is just Pizza Week, and it's better than National Pizza Week because obviously pizza and tacos are my love language. So here we are. This is very exciting for me. So I want to tell you a little bit about Pizza Week. You guys can go to exploremordenwinkler.com. You can go and see how many entrants there are. I think there are 21 entries. So 21 different restaurants that are participating in Pizza Week. So here's what you need to do. Every single night this week, you need to be having a pizza. I know, seriously, I was like, we are not eating any food. We're not eating any takeout until Pizza Week. So I was so hardcore with that. So there are some wonderful places, absolutely, that are going to be offering specialty pizzas. So if you haven't taken the time to look at it, go to the link, exploremordenwinkler.com. There's a little sign in the corner that says Pizza Week, and you can see who the entrants are, what their pizza looks like, and then may as well go and pre-order so that you make sure that you have some for yourself as well. Because we want to make sure that you get those too at the same time, right? Because we want to make sure that you're getting some of these. And this is a great way to support local. So now I may or may not have been able to pre-taste test some of these. So I am going to tell you that this is going to be so fabulous. I mean, the creations that they're coming up with are fantastic. So absolutely wonderful, guys. I am so excited to have been here with you today. Thank you for joining me on this Monday morning. It has been my pleasure to be here with you once again. And thank you to all of my guests. I so appreciate that. And it looks like, you know, today went really well. And I really enjoy every single person who gets to share with me here. And I'm very thankful. I'm very thankful that you guys are here with me. And I love that. And I love that you guys are starting to share in the comments, good mornings and all that kind of stuff. So as you guys go along your day, I hope that you have the most fabulous day ever. And I will talk to you guys again on my, wait, we have some upcoming shows. We have Lorena at Evolution Greenworks, her show Wednesday night at 8. You guys don't want to miss this. She is doing some fabulous things in the green space. So you guys want to make sure you log on for that. Make sure you can go watch any of her episodes that you have not seen. You can go and watch those. And also the Women in Business show, which we did not bring to you last week because that just happened. That's my fault. I did not bring your show last week. I apologize for that sincerely. But anyway, here we are, guys. I am so excited. We're going to have a Women in Business episode for you on Thursday night at 8 as well. And there are some really exciting things coming to MBNS TV. So stick with us, guys. I've had a great time. And I hope that you will see all of you. Oh my goodness, it's time to log off. I hope that I will see all of you Monday morning. Catch me on Instagram. Make sure you add me there, Maria Phrase, and we can connect there. Have a great rest of your day, guys.